Wait a minute. Are we live? Are we live yet? What's up with it out there, y'all, in social media world? Guess what? It is what it is, and it's the Is What It Is show, where the people just can't get no more. Guess what, y'all? You know it's Thursday in the house. It's Tacky Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday. It's Terrible Thursday. But is what it is. It's a terrific Thursday. So show up, blow up, but just don't hoe up around here. So you snows, crows, tacos, Oreos, weirdos, y'all messing with the kings like DMC say tonight. It's my cuz, Bub Love. It's my boy, DJ. It is my dog, Bruce. And guess what? We gonna do a little cooking tonight. We got the #1 kid on the block tonight. Kid Creole, as they call it. The boy said, folks don't roulette, y'all. It's a tough titty, but the milk is sweet. But we in there like some booty hair tonight. I got that Corona dance ready to work. I hit you boys in the head with that DMC tonight. Bob, release these people, cause they down with the who?
The kid, yeah. I see you, Red. Huh. So what you got, man? What you got?
Be down with the kings around here. Yeah. It's Thursday, y'all, on the Is What. I keep it hardcore because it's dope, man. These are the roughest, toughest words I ever wrote down. Not meant for a hole like a... Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
What's good, fellas?
What's good? What's happening? What's the deal? So, first, I don't know what happened to our fourth person on this call. He was there 5 minutes ago, and he come back again. Hold on, let's let him in. Let's take some time. Take a pause for a moment and get him back in. See. Hello, Bruce. How you doing?
Bruce, tell him what, Bruce. Tell him what.
So I said me to say some MC rhymes. So
I'm down with the thing, homie.
So I said me to say some MC rhymes. So I said me to say some MC rhymes. Only G.O.D.
All right, y'all. I'm done. I had to Bruce.
Hey, buddy, Bruce wanted to make that church entrance.
The music's working. I'm glad to see the music working today. I sure appreciate
the music working today, baby.
Hey, I hit him with that Alderman Davis, though. You ain't see that, though.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. No, it's good to see y'all, man. And once again, another week.
Man, it's good to be here this evening.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Pretty awesome. Let's do our due diligence and give our true thanks. While you're here for prayer, please, for a second, guys, fellas. Heavenly Father, we thank you once again for allowing us to be here to have this conversation and be able to acknowledge you and the things we do and the things we say. Lord, we're just lifting everyone up on this call to where we want to just acknowledge you, to know that we did not have to be here, but by the grace that you've given us, we are here, Heavenly Father. Lord, we're praying for those with the separation of family at this point, praying for their separation and also praying for the continued grace and peace that only God can give them. Lord, we just thank you once again for being the gracious God that you are, and also giving the mercy that we cannot even account for. Lord, we just want to lift your name for all the things we do and all the things we say. Let our conversations be as clear as water and also unpasteurized, to where we can just have fun and be able to learn something on today. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Satanya, what's up, baby girl? Elonda, what's up with you? That go with girl
Yvonne already. Absolutely. We got, last week guest Yvonne Estrada checking in. Yvonne Estrada Thompson checking in.
Great show last week, Yvonne. Thank you for blessing us last week.
Absolutely. So we got people checking in. We got Steve checking in. What up, TJ?
What's good, Steve? What's good, Steve? Representing HFD, Houston Firefight in the building.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's going down. But I am excited for this one. This is This is everybody's homeboy. Whether you know him or not, he everybody's homeboy. And if you don't know him, get to know him tonight. Yeah, he's yours now too. So he's here. I got shout out to Candace Love.
Yes, sir. Mrs. Love in the building. What's good?
Absolutely. But just this is everybody's homeboy, and he may cook for you too at some time. Well, he'll cook for you. You just gotta pay for it now. So it's all good. So I'm gonna shut up and let him come in. Rev, do your thing. Get him in here for us, please.
Y'all done messed up now. The Is What It Is show. Cause guess what, y'all? I got somebody like Keith Frank say that's gonna talk to y'all. We got the one and only the Kid Creole. The boy gon' boat on roulette tonight. A little gup. Come on up in here, kid.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Don't let you
got me in.
If you're scared, go get a German Shepherd, y'all, because we got the kid. And the boy gonna talk
to us. Man.
The
Hey man, that's better than the drum major intro right there. What's going on, fella?
Good, man. Great to have you, D-Lee.
Well, I see we got it Southern University over there. I see we got a little New Pie over there too, and then we got Bruce.
And out of all that you just said, I am still the most important right here. So you going on honor that. We ain't got to say no more about that. So
that's right.
Yeah,
Bruce,
believe me, I'm life saving around here.
Bruce, you tell him right now. You tell him right now, Bruce. You tell him right now. You important because you the first man to tell us that Grady died on whatever day.
I sure am. I'm the only somebody on here that saved a life on here, a life that's on here tonight. So I'm gonna leave that alone too.
Yeah, that's for your own podcast. That's your story.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, he wouldn't be on here tonight. So we're gonna leave that alone.
Shout out to Lenny Williams, representing SUE in the building tonight.
I see Steve just said what's up there. So what's up, Steve?
Yep. Exactly.
Sorry, Boyette, Mr. Boyette in the building.
What's happening, homie?
But Dez, man, we gonna jump into this, man. This is all about you tonight. We wanna shout out you and your business. You know, I thought Rev was appropriate in stating the first kid on the block, and we gonna get deeper into that a little bit later, man. But just kind of tell us a little bit about your background. You know, I know you represent Northeast Houston. Tell us how your humble beginning started.
Man, I'm born and raised Northeast Houston out of Glenwood Forest. And most people think I'm from Louisiana. They know I graduated from Southern, but my parents are from Louisiana. They both from St. Martinville, Louisiana, right outside of Lafayette. So I get my Creole background and stuff from there. And then I just always enjoyed cooking and entertaining, whether I was in Lafayette with Mr. Felton, who somebody else, TJ knows, or we were hanging with daddy friend Charles Lewis, or just my daddy period, he'd been by my house. We always entertained and had a good time. So I just like doing it. And that's kind of why I ended up falling into this, because I never thought that I would own a restaurant. Never thought that I would have had a trailer doing events, so on and so forth. So it kind of just happened over time. Some people remember the first time I ever did, the first time I ever fried a turkey was by accident because I had the equipment. I fried my first turkey in 2001.
Right.
And that's when I only did 2 turkeys. Now we doing over 300 every Thanksgiving. So it ain't too late if somebody need a turkey. Just go out to the website, kidcreolecooking.com, and that's all spelled with K's. Everybody know why it's spelled with K's.
And I know everybody that knows you, you know, now as far as, you know, with the restaurant and with the food truck prior to that, they know about cooking. But when I first met you, you know, back in the 90s, you know, like half of my life now that I've been knowing you, I know you had a love for music. And always, people will see me running to you, and they'll realize that we know one another. And I'll say, man, he used to be the drum major back at Forest Brook High School, and they were like, Des was a drum major, and I was like, yeah, and he was pretty live with it too. So,
I didn't know that.
Show us a little something, Dez. I put the music on in the background. Show us.
Nah, don't do it to yourself. That was, you know how them girls talk about they used to have them making these. I ain't got them back being in me no more, man. I ain't gonna even be able to do it.
Tell us about your love for music, man, because you made the unique transition of actually going from a Jaguar to a Jaguar.
Yeah, so I started. My dad was a real good play instrument in high school, and I remember I went to his class reunion one of the times, and the band director was like, "Hey, if you half as good as your old man is, you'll be all right." So I started playing saxophone like in 4th grade when I was still at Alma of the Mercy. So what ended up happening as time went by, I continued, to do it and play. And I'll never forget the first time I went to Bayou Classic in '93. My dad like, well, what school you want to go to? Because my dad went to Grambling for 1 semester, but then he got his mind right and went to Southern and graduated. But what it was, I looked at both of their halftime shows, and after I saw that, I said, oh, it ain't no doubt in my mind, I'm going to Southern University. So all through high school, since I went to Forest Brook, we was playing that type of music already. And I ended up being drum major my senior year. Went to Southern. I was in the band at Southern for all 4 years. So if somebody know me from Southern, they don't know Kid Creole. They might not remember the name Desmond, but they know Cowboy. That's the name that stuck with me from the very beginning. Me being down in Baton Rouge, because for some reason, I guess the Louisiana folks think I talk country. But I always loved music, man. My dad had a lot of friends that were club owners, what you would call hole in the wall clubs. And before they would open up and stuff, I used to be able to go in there with my dad, shoot pool with them or whatever else, and hear all kind of different music. I guess you say I got an old soul. I love music.
So let me ask you this right
go
here.
ahead.
Let me ask you this, kid. Can you still blow that saxophone?
Man, funny you ask. I hadn't played since like 2012 when I went back and did the alumni band one time. And now my oldest boy is playing saxophone, and I had to show him I still know how to do this.
Nah, man, I ain't
so I can still play.
Saxophone behind that counter.
Huh?
You got that saxophone behind that counter?
No, only thing I got behind that counter now is daiquiri machines.
Oh, because I was gonna say, go get the saxophone. We finna stop that. Go get the saxophone. Carry on, y'all. Carry on. My bad.
No, that's good, Rev. So you also, your time in the band, you got the pleasure of being able to play for the late great Dr. Isaac Griggs. So talk about the relationship between Cowboy and Doc Griggs while you were at Southern University.
That was a funny relationship, but you either love Doc or you hate Doc. It's no in between. Most of the ones that hate Doc was the ones that got zipped. I didn't get zipped. For those that don't know what zip means, the ones that got cut from the band. Yeah. I was able to make it all 4 years. I tell you one thing, Doc didn't like when you was talking to his dancing dolls. So, you had to do something a little different every now and again.
Right. You ready off of them.
But then Doc found out I knew how to cook. So I used to cook for the band trip when we would go out of town. We would have food on the bus. And after one of the times that he had the food, he left me alone. He was like, I was his friend. And every year when Southern would either play Prairie View or play TSU, they had to come to Houston. Because TSU is here, and Prairie View didn't have no stadium then, so they was coming to Houston to play games. So right. with that being said, my dad used to barbecue for them for the band directors. So the other band directors would help me out whenever I make Doc mad or something, and be like, "No, but his dad to barbecue for us, Doc. He gonna be all right. We gonna watch him."
Speaking of making Doc mad, it's a story that I always tell people about your interaction with Doc Griggs. I believe Friday, the movie, was it?
No, it wasn't Friday. It wasn't Friday.
There was a certain movie that
It was
you
Menace
played.
to Society.
Wow, even worse.
It was Menace to Society, and this was my senior year. So we were on the bus getting ready to leave campus and go and do play Tulane. So one, we were already doing a patriotic show because it was after 9/11. So we playing America the Beautiful. We're not doing our normal halftime show. So I'm on the bus, and it was time for us to turn on the movie. So I go up there to turn on the movie. Doc look at me. He say, "What you doing?" I say, "I'm gonna put on this movie, Doc." He say, "It better not have no cussing." I say, "Nah, Doc, it don't have no cussing." So I put it in, I pushed play, and I went on back to the back. Well, everybody that's watching this, I'm pretty sure you remember the very first scene of Menace to Society in the gas station.
Oh yeah,
in the convenience store. After they get their 40 and decide to rob the thing. Well, you already know the colorful words that were being used. Well,
I feel sorry for your mother.
Yeah. And you all of a sudden you saw somebody else get up, cut the movie off, and Doc coming to the back of the bus looking for me. I said, "Oh shit, here we go." He looked, he found me, and he put me off the bus right then and there and told me to go home. I looked. I didn't want to go anyway to New Orleans for the show because it wasn't one of our regular shows. I got me a free day off. I got my blanket. I grabbed my horn. I went to my car and I left. I had fun that day. I went to Blue Stove, got me some chicken, got me a 22 ounce, and I called my daddy. "Hey man, Doc just put me off the bus." He said, "Did he put you out the band?" I say, "I don't know yet." I say, "But I don't think he can take my out of state money from me. The season already started."
Right.
That's all my daddy was worried about if I got put out. So he was going to have to pay my out of state fees.
Right.
So that's the story how I ended up taking the fall because they wanted to watch Menace to Society on bus one.
Man, and so you mentioned your dad going to Southern and your mom went to Southern too, right?
Yeah, mom and dad. Daddy came out 68, mom came out 70.
So talk about your experience at Southern and then being second generation at HBCU as well.
Man, it was funny because when my dad went on campus, he hadn't been on campus for years. And when they took me to drop me off to school and some of the dorms were torn down, some of the dorms were renamed, I ended up staying in one of the dorms I think my mom stayed in when she was on campus, because back in the day, you couldn't cross the ravine after dark. So that's where my dad would walk my mama to the ravine, and then he had to go back because he stayed at the front of campus. They were all in the back. If anybody is familiar with the villa, my mom and them was one of the first ones that stayed in the villa. When I went to Southern, it wasn't even Southern students staying in the villa. It was just some apartments that happened to be on Southern campus.
Yeah, that's the first place my sister stayed down there, man.
Yeah, so my mom and them was like the first ones to ever stay in the villa.
Wow.
Yeah, my daddy used to stay in the avenues after he got put off of campus.
All right, so check it out.
Hey, we
done
talked
about Southern and stuff. Let's talk about some of this cooking, baby. Let's talk about some of this cooking.
Hold on, Real.
Hold on, Real. I got something. You talking about your dad? He recently had a birthday, right?
Yeah, he turned 75 in May 22nd.
Yeah, so we'll give him a shout out for his birthday. Absolutely.
Yeah,
we've been
shout out to Mr. Lee.
stalking you on your
Shout
social media.
Miss Lee, how y'all doing?
Yeah, everybody, look. Next, anybody want to see my dad? Come to the restaurant before 2:00. Hey, he'll talk. He might not know who everybody is, but he'll hold a little bit of a conversation with you.
Yeah, me and my family was over there 2 weeks ago on Sunday, and they
he there on Sundays with me.
You in 3 days.
I must have went out of town. That might have been when I went to homecoming.
No, they say you had just left. I'm just messing with
Oh,
you, but
okay.
but the food was excellent. And doing the drive-through, that was pretty dope. Going through that, I was looking for
Appreciate
you
it.
though.
Appreciate it.
It was after 2,
Look,
so you was gone.
if anything's ever wrong with the food, man, all you gotta do is give a phone call, give us a call, let us know what's going on. You know, before everybody start having these complaint thumbs going to Google, Yelp, and whatever else, some stuff can just be resolved from a phone call. Give me a call, let me know what's going on. I'll dig into it and see what's what, and I'll resolve it as best as I can. But as soon as somebody go to the internet, it ain't nothing you can do about it.
Right. So when you saying that, this is something that's probably another rabbit hole I'm going to. So even talking about Yelp or those sites that go into it and give you your ratings. How important is that to somebody for you as a restaurant owner, for somebody to give a good review or you to prevent a bad review? How important is that? Is it very impactful on your business?
It can be impactful on the business, and the reason why is because some people go off of that to determine if they're going to come and try you out. Some of them don't know Desmond. They don't know Cowboy. They don't know Kid Creole. They want to see what are other people saying about it. And then you have some people that give a description of their experience to where they highlight what's good and they say what they didn't like. You have some that just complain and find fault in, you know, everything that was wrong, because we all are human. So some things can't be controlled. All you can do is take constructive criticism and move forward from it. But it's important, and I read every review, so I know who I need to go to and be like, hey, what happened on this day? Or what was wrong with this? Or sometimes some people have given me heads up like, hey, Des, I came through. This is what was going on. And then I can, you know, I can address it right then and there and get it resolved before it does become a problem. Then you just got some of them you just ain't gonna please regardless, man. I'm sorry.
I have
so I need to go online and do my review of it being excellent. So I owe you that.
I have asked you this, Desmond, with a lot of young and up and coming Black entrepreneurs, especially in the food vending business, do you ever find yourself paying attention to some of those newer restaurants popping up and basically putting yourself in a position, not necessarily to compete against them, but to make sure you are always pushing your business to the next level?
Yes, I try to make sure I always stay on point. I see what other people are doing. Some of the people that are in the area that are doing certain things, I either know them. There's some people with food trucks. Like if I'm at one of the bars or something and they have a food truck, if I get to know them, and I always tell somebody like, hey, ask me a question. So you don't, I try to avoid them making the same mistake that I end up making when I started out, because I didn't have somebody always to tell me. Some of this stuff I did trial by error. I never worked in a restaurant before. Like I said, I never had any aspiration of owning a restaurant. I just like to cook and entertain and have fun. But there's some people that's out there that's doing it, and it doesn't just happen overnight. Somebody asked me one time before, because they saw I had the restaurant, that I don't use the trailer no more. Well, I didn't get the trailer until 2015. I didn't get the restaurant until 2000, open in 2019. Remember, in the very beginning of the podcast, I fried my first turkey in 2001.
Yeah.
I did my first crawfish ball in 2002. I started doing other crawfish balls at people's house because I had all the equipment, and I would go over there and just cook. TJ, I'm pretty sure you can remember that. We used to go to Decker House and would do crawfish ball.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. It's been a gradual process. It's like a music artist. They didn't just blow up overnight. They were probably in Hole in the Walls doing all these kind of different shows, or started out doing something here and there. It took time, man. And now people get the false hope of, I can just go buy a trailer and go sit up on the corner and sell food, and you know, this is what it's going to be. Right. And in all honesty, it's not that easy, man. Everybody can cook. Everybody can fry fish. Everybody can fry chicken. Everybody can do this and that. You either got to set up a certain atmosphere, a certain vibe, or you can't just always depend just on friends and family. I told TJ this back in 2008 when me and him was selling insurance with each other. It was like, hey man, don't go after your friends and family all in the beginning. I say you want all the strangers.
Right.
That's who you want to come because your friends and family gonna be there.
Yeah.
And your friends and family gonna support you as much as you want. You want those strangers that's gonna come through, patronize with you, and then they tell somebody that's still another stranger to you, and then they tell somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of people that think they can make it just off of friends and family or just because they popular or whatever else. Nah, man, it don't work like that. Before I opened up the restaurant over here in Humble, I was doing steak nights in 3rd Ward, and I was doing steak nights down at Bar 88. Before that, like you said, I was doing different house functions for everybody. I was downtown at the Char Bar when I did a crawfish ball back in the day for them when they would do their anniversary party every year in June.
Yeah.
So it's a process, man. And I'm not knocking nobody that just got the bread to go out there and go buy a trailer or go get a brick and mortar and get investors to go behind you or whatever else. But to me, it's steps in the process, man. You got to crawl before you walk.
Yep.
Question from one of our devoted guests. She wants to know whether or not Miss Yvonne Estrada Thompson wants to know whether or not you use small or large red beans for your red beans and rice.
She talking about the kidney beans, the size that we use.
Yeah, she want to know is it you use large or small?
We use the large kidney beans. The Camilla is the brand of beans that we use. Then my dad is the one who cooks.
Backstory there, bro.
Do they have texture?
Yeah, you got to tell the backstory there, bro. So
do they have texture?
Our last guest.
That's the inside joke, Kid Creole.
Oh, y'all set me up for that one. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. So she cooks, and Bruce and her was talking about red beans and rice, and Bruce and she's like, and I forget who asked who the question. What size bean do you use? And Bruce was like, I use a small one. Yeah. And then she said I use the big ones, but then she was saying she used the big ones for texture inside her red beans and rice. Texture. Yeah, how they're doing it. Yeah. So that's why she's asking this question.
Texture.
But in her asking this question, somebody official who really cooks, who is a cook, can tell us which beans to use, the size to use in red beans and rice.
I just answered it. I'm sorry, I thought I answered it.
The large beans, right?
No, yeah, the large Camilla kidney beans. My old man is the one. Yeah, my old man is the one that do the red beans for me. It's his recipe. That's the one who can do it. And and like Steve over there saying, Steve know what time of day it is with my old man. No, I can't cook Mexican food sometimes. I'm a Creole restaurant.
Ain't nobody gonna do that. You trying to get shot at when you go to a black restaurant and ask for some Mexican food. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, bro. So you had the wrong side, Bruce.
No, sir.
He used
no, sir. Whether anybody wants to recognize it or not, the beans don't swell, man. So I ain't using the wrong side.
Okay, I'm going Kid Creole.
Okay.
Mr. Chris has a restaurant.
That's great.
That's all good. Anyway, so in saying Kid Creole cooking, first thing is, what made you start the restaurant? Because I know you had the food truck before, so tell us that process briefly. And then the last part of that question is, how did you come up with the name Kid Creole Cooking with all K's? I know.
Okay.
Let it be known.
We know, but you said the first question is how to do the restaurant. So we were doing a lot of events when I did the trailer. We would go out and do events, and we always got people that were speaking good about the food, and they would always ask, "Hey, where are you located?" Mm-hmm. And we used to always tell them, "Hey, we just do events or whatever else." And people would get us to come out and say maybe do their family reunion. I've done wedding anniversaries. I've done repasses. I've done class reunions, birthday parties, so on and so forth. But they were like, "Oh, you need a brick and mortar. You need somewhere we can go like we want to come." So I put it off for a long time, and I finally got to the point like, you know what? If I'm gonna do it, I need to do it now. Secondly, they had built a brand new strip because the Humble is growing so much. They had built that brand new strip right there, not far from my house. I always wanted a drive-through daiquiri place. Well, the drive-through end cap was available. Like everything just fell into a row. Like if I don't do it now, I ain't gonna never do it. And I'm glad I did, because if I didn't open when I did in 2019 and get things going, I would have never opened in 2020 when the pandemic hit.
Right.
I was already nervous before the pandemic.
Right.
On one, because when you first open, everybody coming to you, everybody come and check you out. But when you first open, that's when you got the most kinks, and that's when people patience is not the longest, because they expect it to run a certain way, and now it take time. Man, I've been open over 2.5 years, and I still figure something I knew, every week or every month to try to make a process a little bit better.
So what has been your most challenging situation so far?
I will say most people probably think I'll say the pandemic, but the pandemic, by us having a drive-through window, it kept us at a steady flow to where it wasn't really a big fall off like some of the other restaurants that I know. Secondly, I already was using DoorDash. I had just started using, I already was using Grubhub, and I had just got Uber Eats. So when everything shut down, people were trying to hurry up and get DoorDash. Well, you got to wait like a week or two to get it. You had to upload your menu. You had to figure out how it worked, how it didn't work, so on and so forth. I already had a little bit of a start, and my business manager didn't even want me to do DoorDash and stuff because the percentage was so high that they take from us. Say, man, if I could do everything all over again, I would have created DoorDash. Grubhub or something. Because when I tell you that they bleed us, but you can't go without it. I personally myself order from DoorDash 2-3 times a week. Because I don't feel like getting out. Once I get out the restaurant and go home, I don't want to leave again. I don't want to wait on no food. I just wait for them to bring it to me. But the most challenging thing to me, I got a dash fast. I got discounts when I order heavily.
I went to order Subway sandwich. They said $18. I said, hell to the no. To the no.
Say, but my most challenging thing I would say has always been and still is staffing. I could deal with the pandemic. I could deal with my dining room being closed. But staffing is the most up and down thing that you're gonna possibly have to go through. I'm fortunate enough to have friends, family, or the people that work for me. If either I went to high school with their mama or their daddy, or I have some type of tie. I went to college with their auntie or something like that. Like I have some type of ties to people. So when something go wrong or something ain't right, I'm like that old school teacher say, man, I'm just gonna call your mama. And we deal with it from there. It takes some of it off of me. Now I do have some people that were strangers that worked for me that's still with me today, but they have some type of ties to me or to Louisiana, so on and so forth. So the second part of your question was where the name come from. So after I graduated from Southern and I moved back home, I have a cousin that ropes. He have a roping pen, everything all at his house. I say, man, I want to learn how to do that. I want to learn how to flank a cab, do tie down roping. Okay. So I started going and showing up. Then one day, I guess I showed up so many times in a row, all I heard him say was Kid Creole. Look. Hey, TJ, you already know who it is. That's Thad Randall, another HFB. Yeah, Big Thad. Straight out of Pleasantville. Man, Thad say to this day, I still owe him royalties for the name. And he gave me that name back in 2003. All I was doing going to the Zydeco's and stuff then. Put on my little ostrich boots, I was good to go.
Now
and then the K's, you know, the K's come from, you know, if you can swim a little bit, you know where it comes from.
Right.
I'll just leave it at that.
Man, at first I thought it was Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go with that. Hey, I tell you what, somebody did me like that, man, about 3 weeks ago. I'm at my son's football game. I walk in, I had my shirt on. He say, "Hey man, you the owner?" I'm like, yeah. He say, "Man, what's up with the name?" I say, "Well, what you mean? What's up with the name?" He say, "You know what? You know all the K's. Like I thought it was something else." I say, "Nah, it's Kid Creole Cooking. Like, what else would you think?"
Right.
It's Kid Creole Cooking. I don't walk around with no shirt with no 3 K's on it. The name has meaning behind it.
Right.
Because either it was gonna be Kid Creole Cooking or Kid Creole Catering, because I was catering a lot back then.
Yeah.
When I came over there. The other funny thing about it, funny thing about it is, say man, I had my DBA and my LLC since 2012. I've been had this name. The name was given to me in 2003. I started the business in 2012 on paper officially. I got my LLC in 2014. So before all the Black Lives Matter and all the other stuff where people, all they do is think a certain way, I've been had this name. Right. I never thought twice about it until I went work at the plant and someone else let me know what about the 3 Ks. I say, "Oh, you would point that out." Okay.
Well, that's the process we've been in and still in going forward. But we're halfway through the show. So you want to do bills, TJ, or which one?
Yes, sir. Let's just go jump right into it.
Okay. We're going to pay some bills, but Kid Creole, we will have you do your own commercial.
Oh, okay.
So I'm putting stuff up for you whenever it's your turn, but we're gonna give you an example of what we're gonna go through it, and then it's gonna be your turn to end. So here we go.
All right,
TJ, we're going to this right here first.
Absolutely, man. Want to give a shout out to Positive Family Solutions LLC, Gerard Woodridge, down in New Orleans, Louisiana. Give him a call. You can reach him at 504-339-4938. If you're going through anything, you know, personal problems at work, whatever it may be, need to grab a couch, need to grab a chair, sit down and talk to someone who cares. Reach out to Gerard Woodridge. It's Positive Family Solutions LLC, 504-339-4938. You can set an appointment, go and look and see what different types of things that he offers as far as his business is concerned. You can get him at www.positivefamily.solutions.
All right. Next.
ABM Insurance for all of your home, auto, life, and commercial insurance needs. Holler at my man, the Rev, Phil Humble. You can reach him at 281-960-0763. Protect your assets. You know, that's what you need to do. You know, get that vehicle protected, get that home protected, and last but not least, get your ass protected, which is your life itself. You can hit up my man, the Rev, Phil Humble, 281-960-0763.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is more personal right here.
Yes, please go out and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It Is What It Is podcast in all caps with all of the proper spacings. We are in season 2. We have today, I just went out there and checked it out. We have about 40 shows, 40 episodes that are out there that you can go back and take a look at. We've been at this now for, more than a year. We started this thing through the pandemic and we kept it going, and it's going to continue to get bigger and better as we're going to continue to have more guests like Kid Creole that's on with us tonight. But again, It Is What It Is podcast, all caps with all the proper spacing. Go out to our YouTube channel and check that out, and please subscribe.
Yes, sir. And there's some other ones out there. They got like 4 or 5 followers, so that's not ours. And I got to be honest, they're not as good as ours. So
nope.
They need to turn the name over to us and stop playing.
Often imitated, but never, ever duplicated.
Never, ever. So, Kid Creole, we're going to give you your chance. So, what you got to work with is your website and your address.
All right, the website is www.kidcreolecooking.com. It's with 3 Ks. Just like the person in the chat is asking about KKK, whoever Chris Ross is.
Yeah.
Shout out to
other than
Chris
that,
Ross. He asked you.
Yeah. Huh?
He asked you.
Oh, okay. I'll give him a pass then.
We got another friend. We got another friend to the show that want to give a shout out.
I see old Charles Tolliver on there. I see he just put a comment on there. What's up, old Charlie T? That's my kid's godfather, man.
T.
Yeah.
What's up, Charlie T?
Absolutely. So can you order on it online?
Yeah, once you go out to the website, you can there's a tab that says Thanksgiving. You're still able to order. You can order up until Sunday. So we're still doing fried turkeys. 14 to 16 pound is the average. You can have it carved. It makes it a lot easier if you don't want to butcher the turkey yourself. My old man cuts them up. Well, all you got to do, everything can be separated: the white meat, dog meat, the wings, drums, so on and so forth. It makes it a lot easier when you're serving for Thanksgiving. We have sides from dirty rice, from yams, from cornbread dressing, your traditional one. You have a seafood dressing that has crawfish and shrimp in it. We have your collard greens, mac and cheese, dirty rice. So it just all depends on what you want to do. You might be going to someone's house and wanting to bring something and don't feel like buying all the ingredients and cooking everything for yourself to go that way. Just pick it up from us. Our pickup is going to be orders end on Sunday and pickup is going to be on Wednesday. And we do provide reheating instructions so you can warm up for Thursday and take to wherever you're going, or if you're having the event at your house. A lot of people have been doing Friendsgivings. I got to do a few turkeys tonight when I finish the podcast because we doing a lot of catering events. Had about 9 catering events for yesterday. We got about 3 for tomorrow. Saturday's a few Friendsgivings. Sunday some more Friendsgivings and some other company potlucks. So we stay busy during this time of the year.
Hey man, can we do a thanks drinking at your location?
Man, you can do whatever you want, Newt.
I don't know if Friendsgiving, but I want to do a thanks drinking. But we have your address up also to where he's at 9739.
The address 9739 North Sam Houston Parkway East, Suite 100.
Yeah, he's right on the
end. We're over in Humble, Beltway and Wilson Road.
And
we do have a drive-through.
You added something new this year too. If I don't want to deal with all my folks on the north side, I can go and pick up my turkey elsewhere this year. And where can I do that at?
So usually I used to meet people out on like 288 and what's that? Not 518, but 2234. I used to meet them at the Kroger to give people their turkeys. But coming up, I haven't announced it yet, so it's the first time I'm actually announcing it. We're getting ready to be in the Blodgett Food Hall in 3rd Ward. If you're not familiar with how the Blodgett Food Hall operates, it has maybe 30 plus restaurants inside that rent a space and they provide, they cook the food, and it's more so for DoorDash, your Grubhub, Favor, Uber Eats. You place your order, they come in, they pick it up, so on and so forth. They do have a small dining room space, but for me, I didn't feel like going and doing another brick and mortar, because doing another brick and mortar meant another build out. I still had to buy equipment and everything to house the kitchen, but the way they have it set up, it gives me a chance to see how I want to do and touch some people on the south side, because the first one is on the north, where I'm born and bred from.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Cool.
So we
live announcement on it is what it is tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the first time announced. So hey, we gotta republish that again. So now we're gonna do something. I don't know if you watched the podcast tonight before. I hope you have, or it don't really matter. It's something called One Gotta Go. So it's real simple and easy. I'm gonna do a simple one for you first. So which one you prefer? So I'm gonna do this one. So do you like breakfast or do you prefer dinner? Breakfast or dinner?
These questions to me or it's to the panel?
Yeah, they're to you. And then they can chime in when they want to.
We're gonna chime in after.
Come on.
I can eat breakfast or dinner. I can eat breakfast at any given time. So yeah.
Okay.
My breakfast can be dinner.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I can do breakfast anytime too. What about you, Bruce?
I'm pretty much sold on a breakfast at any time, man.
You know Bruce gonna be eating them protein pancakes.
Right.
No, there won't be no protein pancakes. But I mean,
yeah, He
good.
We eat 24/7. Yeah, we know how it go. It's all good. Okay, so we're gonna go get a little tougher. We're gonna go to this is which family had the dopest set of kids? Was the Banks from Fresh Prince? Or was it the Cosbys who had the dopest set of kids? Who had the best set of kids?
Come on, man. You gotta go Cosby, man.
Yeah, I think so too.
You gotta go Cosby,
like,
man.
but like even with Fresh Prince, like you had Will. I guess it was just Will, right? He was trendsetting. He had on all the new J's. You didn't see him until he got him on.
Kinfolk, did we do that one last week?
No, we didn't do one last week.
You sure?
We talked about that in the post show.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we did.
Come on, man. You already know the answers to this. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go to music now. So you like music. So who gotta go? These are female MCs. You got Trina, the baddie bitch, or you got the brat. Who you gonna take?
Where am I taking them?
The Tweeties.
You take, yeah.
The brat gotta go.
The brat gotta go.
Brat gotta go.
Anthony
Who you got, T?
Bye, Trina.
Man, I'm gonna say Trina gotta go.
Yeah. Who you got, Bruce?
Yeah.
You got the brat.
Trina gotta go, man, because Brett had a lot of people fooled for many years, man.
But it depends on where you're going, like Kid Creole says.
Yeah,
hey.
I'm going. If I gotta go back 98 and go to Tweeties, I'm going with Trina. Now, if I didn't want to listen to Funkified and whatever else, then
and jam.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm jamming the brat.
Yeah.
So we all saying the brat the dopest MC.
Yeah.
Kinfolk, you didn't send me that one, so I didn't have it loaded.
I sent it to you last week. It's all good. See, that you still working on your contract, man. We go gotta renegotiate for you.
Well, I keep telling you.
Man, we got to do.
Okay.
So we get off here. We're going in the
Hey,
I got another one, TJ.
Hey, buddy, we're going to do the rev like the Rockets doing John Wall, man.
Put him on probation.
All right, we're gonna bring the H-Town. We'll bring the H-Town. Which one gotta go? So you got I'm gonna go older. Big Pope. Or Big Moyo. Which one you pick?
God damn, you couldn't pick nobody from the north side?
Yeah.
You got all this on here that's from the north, and you go to the south side. All right.
I ain't scared. It's all good.
Yeah, okay.
I got you covered quickly. I got you covered.
Oh shit, man. Damn.
I'll make it worse in a minute.
I really don't know which one to go because I like both of them.
Yeah.
That's enough.
I tell you what, buddy. It's like I'm gonna say on this Mo gotta go, but it's barely. But I'm gonna tell you what, Mo was a vibe, man. When we was all in college, and I remember trips, first being at Southern, with D Lee, and then making trips, to Nacogdoches and hanging out with you and B Dub. It was a whole vibe. That was the time that Mo album was out. It was just it was just something about it,
Yeah.
It every time I hear that song, man, I think about everybody that's on this podcast right now,
Right. But Dez, I didn't say
he said he was gonna make it hard. If he would have put somebody on the south side and north side, then of course I was gonna say the south had to go. But you want to make it harder, huh?
Yeah.
You know, but
not only that,
man, they was such a deadly combo together too, man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna be on the same though, but I'm gonna bring it more recent. Man.
For this.
Man. Yeah. Okay, so we got two more. We're gonna stay on the south. But it's all Houston still. It's all Houston. It's all one love. Trey or Ro? Y'all quiet.
I'm rocking I'm rocking zero, man.
Zero.
Ro?
I hate you, bitch.
Is it the rope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zero the crooked. I know y'all been waiting on this here.
I swang and I swang.
Yeah. Shit. R.I.P. Big Miller.
Hey, man, you know what? I still have to give Trey the truth, son, because he was at the Face Show last week and Trey the truth show. He showed.
Yeah. Swing to the left. Yo.
He was at the Face Show last week and with Face brought swing and a swing and a swing to the left.
Hey,
strange thing about that is Trey is actually not from the South Side.
I don't know where
yeah, a lot of folks think that, but he's actually not. He's from the North Side, actually.
Man, this is gonna be the Did You Know segment, man. Enlighten us on this.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bruce. Go
Brady
ahead.
died last week.
Trey is
Go ahead. Did you know?
A product. He's a product.
Did you look at my boy BW?
People crazy, man. However, for those that did not know, man, Houston rapper Trey, ABN member, is actually a dual product of both ends of Houston. He actually attended Hoffman Middle School with Northside legend rapper Slim Thug, and he migrated back to the South End of Houston. So a lot of people tend to think that he's actually from the South, born and bred, but that's not actually the case. He spent quite a bit of time.
We knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that.
Right. I'm sorry, y'all.
Now, shout out to Anthony Goodson and Josh Medlin chiming in, man. Thank y'all for watching the show.
Appreciate it.
What's going on? I see you say what up there is on there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that many people knew me, man.
Yeah, man. People have it like
that's what the Is What It Is show do for you, kid Creole. That's what we do for you around here.
Nah, it gotta be that strobe like you got back there or something, man. That's what it is. They come strobe like.
It's hard but foul over here in the Rev, Dodger. You get saved over here.
Hard but fair, sad but true. Sometimes you get the bell.
Yeah, exactly. Back and true. Yeah, exactly. So
who the bell?
No. So in knowing you, what's your goals and ambitions now going forward as Kid Creole Cooking or a restaurant, or you talk about the South process, but like you want this to be a chain across the world? I can see you over in Abu Dhabi somewhere. I mean, what you think?
You know what, man? I'm not gonna even lie to you. I don't want to be big like that, man. If anybody like really know me, I like to be low key, have fun within a certain group of people or whatever else. But I never try to be, flashy, so on and so forth. I like to kind of keep to myself, stay in my own little lane, and still please people that's coming to purchase my product, and I thank them for that. Right. But the thing about it is, with me, I want to expand, and I want to leave my name out there in a good way. When people think about it, they be like, man, you know what? I remember his turkeys. It could be 50 years from now, man, and somebody, still remember, man, like how they talk about a lot of these other Houston hot spots about barbecue or, soul food, so on and so forth. Hell, everybody remember, what's the one that just closed on Lines? Is on Burt's.
Burt's.
I want to be like everybody remember how Burt's was, and everybody remember how Burt's Boudin used to be.
Right.
Before they made the lady mad that took the recipe. So I want to leave my name out there like that to where, hey man, ain't no turkey like when Dez was, frying turkeys, way back when. Man, people been rocking me frying turkeys since I was got back from Southern and was frying turkeys at my mom in them backyard.
Hey, okay. One other thing I want to mention, man, I want to give you a shout out for, and I want you to talk about this a little bit, is what you've been able to do locally in the community, supporting different things as far as the local schools are concerned. I see you just did something recently with the Junior Olympics. National African American Corvette Club. Talk about some of that stuff that you've done.
Well, hold on, folks. We got somebody. I want to bring this up. So you got Karen say, "I see you, Cowboy." So somebody knows you as a Cowboy, maybe SU alumni.
And Joshua was saying it's Jesus, Dez.
Yeah, and shout out to B.
Oh, that's Jesus, man. I don't know, Josh. I know Jesus, man. He probably walking around with his family on right now, man.
Lord on the show tonight. Look at the good Lord showing up on
Look at him blessing us with his typing.
Blessing us.
Right. So I'm sorry to stop your process on talking about your for that.
So the one who just said what's up, Cowboy, that's TJ, that's Nikki. That's Monique's sister. Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Nikki. For sure.
So in the community, what he said, so like we did, I've given back like to the Corvette Club. They came and I gave donation back to them, basically them, spending time and spending money and stuff with us. I've done spirit nights with several of the different Humble ISD schools. I donated the fries and turkeys for a school in Humble yesterday for their teachers potluck.
So you talking about turkey? Hold on, my daddy said
tonight.
Take him one tonight. I need a turkey fry now.
Nah, take my Uncle Robert a turkey tonight. Uncle Robert, they gonna pull up with you a turkey.
When I finish this podcast, I'm going to the restaurant. I got to fry by 7-8 turkeys tonight.
I got my Uncle Robert. Take him a turkey tonight, Uncle Robert. I got you.
No, I ain't gonna take it to him. You go ahead and come pick it up.
Come get it.
Yeah, I can't leave the house.
No, you come and get it. You cut that strobe light off and put that cup down, and then come get this turkey.
Now, because Uncle Rob had me there at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
So I done things with Summer Creek High School, Wood Creek Middle School, Fall Creek Elementary, Autumn Creek Elementary, Summerwood Elementary, Humble Christian. Look, man, people be asking me all the time, can you donate this, donate that? I try not to say no to nobody. And if I do say no, I'm probably still going to do it anyway. Because that's just how I am, because I try to give back to the people that support me and go from there with it. When I look now, I already met my budget for the year on fundraising and cash books and all that.
One to the ears, what it is, boss.
No, for next year. So we gotta ask now. Get something next year.
I got y'all. I got a bottle of pure white, so we can talk about the contract negotiations. I need to be a added member to the is what it is. We can do a cooking segment.
We need to do a cooking segment, but
they don't pay good round here, kid. Creole. You see, we've been fighting tonight. They don't pay good.
We might give them double what you getting.
Yeah,
because he don't have no DJ equipment like me. He can't bring the people in like me. So
you don't have even.
Well, that is true too. Uncle Robert, 19 pounds is. Uncle Robert, 19 pounds is too big. He ain't gonna do no 19 pound, Uncle Robert. That's too big.
Hey, Dez, I want to, before we go tonight, one thing I do want to shout you out for, man, and kind of spearheading the movement. Just something you and we've talked about this, and we know about is along the Beltway 8 corridor, which is where we are mostly all from, being from Northeast Houston. A lot of African-American owned businesses have popped up there, man. And I think you and I talked anywhere from maybe 20 to 30 right in that, basically from Mesa Drive down to Westlake Houston Parkway. And a lot of people aren't aware of that, man. And I wanted you to just touch on that a little bit before we leave tonight.
Yeah. And then when you asked me the question, before the segment started, and I sat there and thought about it, I was like, it really is a lot. And when I say it,
I call it the new Black Wall Street.
Man, from Audubon Mesa all the way to Summerwood Westlake, they have a lot of different Black-owned businesses that's coming up, either under construction or already there. In the shopping strip I'm in alone, there's 4 of us,
right?
Out of the 7 tenants that's in the building. You go further down Westlake, you got chiropractors, you have Cajun restaurants, You have a Cajun restaurant that's over there. You have several different beauty shops, black beauty shops. Well, not black beauty shops, beauty supply shops.
Right.
You have two different bars that's in, both in between there. You have some other bars that just opening up or other food places. And then the other thing about it is, even if it's not a black-owned business that has a brick and mortar, they might be in the parking lot of another business. So you have different food trailers that's out and still serving the community and whatever else. So it's a lot of different businesses up and down the Beltway. And that's just the small, but over here is growing. When I moved over there, the area was growing. I was there before the Walmart even came. And then where my building is now, you have a gas station. You have a 24-hour emergency room, urgent care. You know, you have all that Memorial Herman stuff, all of that. You got so many different businesses that then grew to where Humble, when y'all went to school in Humble, what it was, 2 high schools? If that,
Humble and Kingwood. Yep.
Yeah, Humble and Kingwood. Now you got Humble, you got Kingwood Park, you got Kingwood, you got Summer Creek, you got Atascocita. Aren't they doing another one?
Another one coming
in Grove.
soon. Right.
Yeah, man. They got all these other middle schools, whatever else, man. Humble is growing.
Yeah, but I just wanted to shout that out, man. I wanted to shout that out because I feel like you spearheaded the movement, and the thing is all of these businesses are thriving as well. And I just don't think, in the grand scheme of things, and I guess because it's Humble and maybe it's not Houston proper, it just doesn't get the attention that it deserves. But appreciate you for what you do, not only with your restaurant and serving the community in that fashion, but also what you do as far as serving the community with the other efforts that you mentioned earlier as well.
Yeah.
Right. I appreciate it. And I appreciate y'all support and the people that's chiming in that do know me or don't know me. I appreciate y'all support as well too.
Hey,
man, shout out to DeLon.
Tell us about
what's up, DeLon?
Damn.
Oh, now you're going to the brunch. Yes. Now, see, that's the brunch on Sunday that Bruce gonna come to because he can eat breakfast any time of the day.
Right.
That's gonna be that's his cheat day.
You gonna have that this Sunday, Kid Creole?
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday from 12 to 2. We didn't have it last Sunday because a family member got married, and like I said, a lot of friends and family work at the restaurant, so we weren't gonna be able to staff up, so we just shut down so we can all go enjoy ourselves at the wedding. But every Sunday is we doing that, and
is that buffet?
No, it's not buffet. Is the way it's listed there. You can do just the traditional. We call it the Creole sunrise. That's when you get your eggs, your bacon, your potatoes, grits with a beverage. Now, if you want to add a protein, either have chicken and waffles, or catfish, or pork chop.
Okay,
that's when you do the Creole breakfast.
Can I sub them eggs for some pancakes?
Look here, man.
No.
Exactly what it is.
People going, my bad. I now ready ordered up off the menu up in here. I'm sorry.
Look here, the eggs are scrambled. They not fried. This is the way it's coming, man.
I got you, baby. All right, I'm gonna knock it off. Yeah. They don't never take me nowhere because of that Kid Creole.
Nowhere. What's the $3 mimosas talking about? That's what I'm looking at on the menu.
You just get a regular old mimosa, man. Get a little bit of orange juice, to add to that drink just a little bit.
What's up,
okay. That'll work. That's what's up. Shout out to Rod
Garrett. What's up with it? Rod Garrett say he definitely gonna pull up.
Yeah, and he will.
He big. He can eat.
He's big and beautiful. It's bald and beautiful. Whatever his brand is.
Whoever that
is, that's Mr. Love.
That's Uncle Robin.
I need that.
Okay, yeah, they just shut down again. Yeah, it was open. Yeah. No, so it was open, and then it closed, and somebody else got in was trying to do like detailed car washing and stuff out of it, and now it's closed. It's closed again.
Hey, Dad,
Uncle Robin gonna say, "See, man, you can find some turkeys right over there. We find some turkeys right over there."
Hey, look, Phil. Real, Daddy, why don't you just go by his restaurant, go eat and talk to him? He'd be there.
Uncle Robert, he ain't gonna substitute no eggs for pancakes. He ain't gonna substitute no eggs for pancakes, Uncle Robert. So we gotta bring our own pancakes.
Yes, sir. Go visit my man D. Lee at Kid Creole Cooking, 9739 North Sam Houston Parkway East, Humble, Texas, 77396, and that's Suite 100, right on the corner.
Man, y'all, this was awesome. I really appreciate it, man. I had fun. I don't know if y'all did, but I had a good time. So hopefully you had a good time.
Man.
This is what it's all about, man. We just want to make sure you get your due diligence while you can. We really appreciate it, man.
Say, man, why don't y'all sit up and do it at the restaurant one of these days, man?
Hey.
And we will.
Do y'all do it? Y'all always do it
We
on
have no
Thursday?
problems with that. I have no objection to that.
Every Thursday night.
You got internet?
I got Wi-Fi, man. Your equipment gonna be work so you can stop freezing.
We gonna end up putting the G-Hub back in your motor and transmission. You keep asking them questions like that.
I got that, Kid Creole. I'm pulling up over there, baby.
We coming.
Equipment in the back seat. We pulling up.
I have no problem with it. Come on, man. We can
add me some of them.
Make it happen.
Add me some of them good old pork chops on deck, man.
Your blood pressure.
I ate one before I did the podcast.
Your blood pressure gonna go up.
Hey, man, and shout out to your new menu item too, man. The Creole potato bowl, the baked potato with the Alfredo sauce, the seafood, and the chicken and sausage up in it.
Y'all better go buy that Creole bowl. I'm telling you. Y'all better go get it, because once it's gone, it's gone. Hey, man, y'all know what? We done had the Kid Creole on here. We done had the KKK in the building. What, y'all? It's been a Mardi Gras and a gay little fair all wrapped up in one. But guess what? Y'all just check out time around here. Hey, man, y'all call the Kid Creole and get you some fried turkey around here. Get you some shrimp Creole. Get you some potato bowls or whatever it's called. Pull up on my boy. And until next time, y'all know what the Rev say. Touch, hug, love, stay sucker free. Most of all, don't hurt nobody. And have you a great Thanksgiving if we don't see you next week. And to my boy, to the Kid Creole, one love. Keep doing your thing, baby. Hey, man. Go take you that Corona shot and you can do the Corona. Bub, release these people around here, Bub. Until next time, it's Chet.